It meant a lot, not only for myself but for the team. Being that we let two slip away versus TCU last year, we were supposed to come out with a different edge, and we really didn't. So we were really fighting back the whole game. I'm just glad we came out the dub, and we'll see them next time.
I break down that last stretch.
Starting where?
I mean, the 5 points in the last minute. You know, you had 2 free throws, the 3. You had the steal.
Keith missed the 3. Then we got an offensive rebound, kicked out. That started the 3. And then Reek made another big play. We missed, and Reek was the last one down on offense and came down to save the block. And then that led to my getting fouled to make 2 free throws. So just as big as my 5 points were, it was just as big as Reek's 2 rebounds and his block. So I could have done it without him, so shout out to him as well.
Rondell, these were your most points, I think, since NC State. As you got those early points in the second half, did the confidence grow into that final minute?
I would say yes, but at the same time, it's nothing that we don't practice every day. So I'm just having more opportunities today, and I just fulfill my opportunities and made the most of them. So.
Rondo, when you're there at the free throw line with the game basically in your hands, just what's your thought process like? How were you able to stay calm there?
It really was just the whole first half. After I missed that 1-and-1, I was just in my head the whole time I don't miss free throws. So I knew those 2 were going in. So, and after the first one going in, it was really no pressure after that.
Did you take on that where Tyreek ended up getting the block on that last scramble? Did you take a back tap off the face?
I was in the locker room. I was like, did he tip it or he just passed it to my face? It came out so fast.
I had hit it from behind. It had hit him. I thought he was going to catch it, but I guess it was too fast.
Did that water the eyes or anything?
Nah, water my eyes the first half. I got elbowed, and I played the whole second half with 1 contact. So yeah.
So you hit the game-winning shot on him?
Yeah, something like that.
How tough is it with 1 contact then? I mean, I have contacts. That's probably not easy.
I mean, not really, but at the same time, it was just I got to deal with it. So there's no other option but just play.
You think you play with 1 contact from here on out?
No.
When did you lose it?
What'd you say?
When did you lose it?
When they called the offensive foul when I was coming off the screen in the first half. I think it was O'Bannon. He came off and hit me with or something hit my eye. So yeah.
Do you not have extra in the locker room?
Kev has extra, but it was just we had no time for it for real. So I was forget it, you know.
Sometimes people call a search party to look for it. Did you want to search for it, or just play
There's
on?
no way I'm putting a contact on the floor back in my eye. There's no way.
They seem to be able to slow you guys down quite a bit. You didn't have as many fast break points. Was that frustrating that you kept getting caught in the half court?
I would say it wasn't them that really did. It was just more of a us thing. You know, we wasn't getting stops on the defensive end, and so that when we get stops, we get out in transition. So it was just an energy thing for us. We just didn't come out with a lot of energy.
You know, it got tight there at the end, but there for a little bit it looked like kind of a letdown was coming after Baylor. How did you guys kind of push through and flip that switch late?
At halftime, Coach Mike gave it to us. So he just left the room and he let us talk, and we had communicated what we had to do to get the win. And I was just playing hard, getting on the offensive glass, defensive glass, because there was the number 1 offensive rebounding team. So we knew we had to shut down the glass and just be us. Get out in transition, score the ball, and make plays.
Who was doing most of the communicating? Was it everybody? Was it a certain player?
Everybody, you know. For us team, everybody talks. So if you want to give your input, you give your input. So we just collectively as a group just talking to each other.
Avery, you made the first 3 of the game in the first possession. Was that a predetermined play that was drawn up, or you just got open?
No, sir. I just read the defense, and he was sagging, and I just shot it.
Did you get more confident after making that first shot?
I would say yes, sir. Just knowing I haven't been shooting the ball very well, so just seeing the ball go in, it made me feel good.
What did you guys do to slow Mike Miles down? You guys were tossing him around. 1K was guarding him. You guys were both guarding him. Ice was guarding him. What did you guys do to slow him down?
I mean, he was moving, but, you know, we got a lot of defensive players, so to wear him down, we could interchange. Like you said, we had me guarding him, 1K, Ice just wearing him down. And so it's tough whenever you got fresh bodies on you to try to score, so it's tough.
Rondell, you've got a bit of a history with him. Was that fun playing against him?
Yeah. I mean, we doubted each other before the game, but during the game, our defensive game plan was really to cut him off. And like they said, it's one Mike, and 5 of us guarding. So I'll take our chance with us rotating versus him going against all 5 of us throughout the whole night.
Rondo, what kind of changed for you the last week? It seems like you're playing with a little more confidence and kind of getting going a little bit.
For me personally, I just have to like reset and get back to the basics. Get in the gym more and just really like block out the outside noise and just get back to what's most important, and that's school and this. So I feel like that's just paying dividends right now.
You guys turned TCU over 22 times. They talked about how like you guys were really aggressive, the two TCU players that came in here. Is that what kind of contributed in your eyes, or what made you guys get so good, force so many turnovers?
Yeah, like we said at halftime, we knew we had to pick up the energy. So in the second half, we was getting into them, getting in the passing lanes, just being real aggressive. And so that's how we forced them to turn the ball over.
I feel like a lot of their turnovers, well, not a lot, but a couple of them were like dead ball turnovers. So, I mean, I feel like that contributed us to not getting out in transition as much. I mean, yeah, they're turnovers, but at the same time, it's like we still have to walk the ball to where you look at the thing like, oh, they have 22 turnovers, but a lot of them were dead ball turnovers. So it was really us walking up the pace. So, yeah.
I know they're all big at this point, these games, but you guys hadn't won consecutive games since November. To get this one, to kind of swipe it at the end as you head back on the road, capitalizing on the win at Baylor, what does that do for the confidence now?
It brings a lot of confidence to the team, and we could get a dub from being down and try to come back and get the win. But, we can't really celebrate it that long because we got a team that's struggling how we was, and, they about to be aggressive with us, so we just got to get to the next one.
How'd you guys not get discouraged at the free throw line tonight?
I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like we practice so much free throws. It's just like, I mean, we miss some, we make some. It's always just a next man mentality. So, I mean, as of late, we've been shooting free throws really well. So today they just weren't going in as well, but we made them when they counted. Both me and A, and for the rest of the team as well.
I think the first person, Rondell, you talked to after you hit those two free throws at the end was Coach Mike. What do you have to say to you?
He was just telling me like good job and like how much confidence he had in me, and that's the type of player I have to be every game. So he was just basically just pouring me love at the end of the game.